All right, today we are going to be reviewing this 3-pack of puzzles that I got from Amazon. They appear to be made by a brand called Quokka, and they came with 3 of them. So we have the solar system, we have a map of the United States.
They all have 100 pieces.
That's right, they all have 100 pieces. So we are going to make all 3 and show you what they look like. So the first one we did is the space one, and I gotta say it's very cool. If you look at the border here, it shows all the different things that are on the inside of the puzzle. You can go up and down, and there's a lot of stuff. It's not just the planets. You've got a telescope, astronomer. There's some things on here that I didn't know about. Asteroids. Over here it shows you all the dwarf planets you might not have heard of. So there's a lot of learning that can happen when you do this puzzle. And then if you get to the center, and there's everything. There's the International Space Station, we got Neptune, all the planets are in here. And it's kind of hard to see the order of the planets because they're all in orbit around our planet, Earth. You've also got the sun over here, and then all the horoscope constellations are around the sun. So you can find your horoscope. Right, and there's the sun is also in the corner, and they show space shuttle with some orange guys on that, and then I think I showed the International Space Station, and yeah, so there is a lot going on with this puzzle. It's very cool. All right, moving in from outer space, we are now focusing on the planet Earth. This is the map of the world, and it's similar to the other one, and then they have the border here that shows you all the different things in there, and these are all just like monuments and cool buildings from different parts of the world, and every part of the world is represented, right? There's Big Ben, there's Warship, there's Easter Island, the Acropolis. I know you get to Christ the Redeemer, Great Wall of China. Here's the Sydney Opera House, so all kinds of cool stuff. Lots of great geography to learn, and then of course you go inside. You got all 7 continents, and they don't just have the monuments we talked about. There's little, they show some of the wildlife and some of the cultural highlights from the different areas, right? So you go over here to Greenland, you go over to Asia, and it shows all this. There's pandas and manta rays, and here's Africa in orange. And then if you go over here, here's Australia with the kangaroo and the Sydney Opera House and everything. So this is another one that is very, very detailed. A lot of things to learn from putting this together. All right, we zoom in a little bit, and now we are on the United States of America. This one, just like the other one, it has the border. It goes through all 50 states. So you can see all of those, and it also gives the capital. So this is the capital of every state. So this is a really good way to learn some geography. So this does come in, so we did the 100 piece with my 5-year-old, but it does come in 300, 500, and 1,000 pieces. It's also got a fair amount of other parts of North America. We got some Mexico down here. And then if you come up each of the states, there's like some different cultural things and wildlife things. You got some Canada up here as well. So all that for every state, which is pretty nice. There's Texas, and it's got some bulls, and got some tornadoes over here. Florida, there's a gator. Yeah, so state birds, and all the capitals are shown. So again, it's a good way to learn some geography. My one big criticism is if you come down here and you look at Alaska and Hawaii, they are nowhere near where they would be in an actual map, and I think they try to show you that. I know they're not trying to, because if it was zoomed in any farther, you wouldn't be able to get all the other states, so they just kind of put them here just to show that they exist, but they are nowhere near where they are in reality. So one little criticism about this one, and then I'm gonna go through the positives and negatives for all of them in just a second. All right, now that I've shown you all 3 puzzles, I just kind of wanted to go through a couple of the positives and negatives of the set. So it's really great that you get all 3, and it does have that thing where you're zooming in from outer space, and then you're on Earth, and then guess what? You're looking at everywhere on Earth, and then you can zoom in again onto the United States, which is pretty neat. every puzzle has a lot of detail. It's a really good way to learn about the space and a really good way to learn about geography around the world and the United States. So that's great. It does have all the state capitals and everything like that. A couple criticisms is the boxes open on the side. And they're kind of flimsy, which is frustrating. So when we try to put all the pieces back in the box inside a Ziploc bag, we can't get them to fit, which is annoying because I like to keep them in a bag. It keeps them from losing, keeps us from losing the pieces. So they just want very large boxes. And they're also, usually I like a puzzle box that opens off the top, and that way you can use the box a little bit to sort the different things. Also note, right, so we got the 100-piece puzzle. A lot of the material in here might be a little advanced for the 5-year-old, but they do come in 300, 500, 1,000 pieces. I think there's also a board game based on this map, so that's, something to consider. Otherwise, I think, that about wraps it up. So let me know what you think in the comments, and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.